3.
Hello everyone. Today I will inform you about the risk of exploiting the mines if we accept the deal with the ATZ. If we accept the deal, we gain 3 new mining spots. The first one is an 80-acre Congo site, which is located in the southwest of the country. In the past, sites near Congo have produced great quantities of copper and basalt. Of course, this isn't the guarantee, but I think the risk is very low because it's already proven in the region it has copper and basalt. Another site we gain is a site just 50 kilometers from Congo. The site has produced large quantities of coltan. Coltan is used for many electronic devices like cell phones and smartphones and that kind of thing. The site still has a lot of coltan, but the site has a lot of coltan, but large quantities have already been mined. So I think there's a medium risk at this site. The last site is a site 85 kilometers from Congo. The site has proved to have diamonds in it, and the reports of our geologists say it's a very promising site. But exploiting the diamonds is not easy and will cost a lot of money, and it isn't guaranteed that there are the diamonds that we think there are. So there is a high risk at this site. So overall, I think exploiting the mines is at a medium risk, but I think we should definitely go through with it because we will gain a lot of money if it all goes well.
Okay. Yeah, now about security. We all know that Gabon is an unstable country for many years, and although relatively quite in recent years, the oil companies in Gabon have experienced a number of serious problems in recent years. And some of these risks are transportation risks and explosion risks, and some of those workers have lost their lives with this. You can think about trucks that are getting exploding by oil, and you have to keep in mind that oil is flammable. With this being said, the security within oil companies in Gabon is not good. These workers are part of oil companies and are taking a lot of extremely dangerous risks, and these risks should be avoided as much as possible, simply because we don't want any more casualties. So, in my opinion, we should not continue negotiations with ATC.
Now I'm going to talk about health risks. When we move to Gabon, we will have to consider the diseases. The disease malaria. Malaria is a serious and sometimes deadly disease transmitted by mosquitoes. The malaria risk is very high throughout the year in all areas. So our workers will therefore have to take this into serious consideration. Another health problem in Gabon is the yellow fever. Yellow fever is a serious infection disease caused by a virus. About 30% of the victims who become affected will die. In order to prevent this disease, workers will need to be vaccinated. I think in general the risk is medium. You can vaccinate for the yellow fever, but for the malaria disease, it's a bit harder to protect yourself. A sting of a mosquito may be enough. Collaboration with ATC could be possible, but precautionary measures must be taken.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something about the current state of the oil market. The oil market is very volatile at present. Experts expect global growth to slow to 2.5% this year from 2.9% in 2018. Reduced economic activity means less demand for energy products. experts have also warned of a relatively weak demand in oil from Europe and developed Asian countries. India, Argentina and Brazil will also slow down in demand for oil due to their weak currencies. The expectations are that there will be 1 million less barrels sold a day in 2019 compared to 2018. The dominant factor on the demand side will be the economic outlook. It will receive some support from low oil prices, but overall the global economy appears likely to slow. So in my opinion, the risk of continuing negotiations with ATZ is a bit too high because the oil market is not at its best state at present.
And at last, the financial risk. The financial risk for WCM is very high because in Gabon, the exchange rate of the local currency is fluctuating. The economy is not very stable because of the fluctuating currency. So it is a risk. To offer products because it's not attractive to buy the oil in Gabon when there is an instability. We will also need to borrow extra money and use some money that we will get from the profit if we're going to continue the mining to finance the development of the site, new machinery and transport for the oil. The transport of the oil is also a big problem we will face in Gabon because there is there are very less transport services and the few transport services Gabon has are not very reliable. Because of the violence that was going on in the country, because of the 2 army rebels that were killed, we also need to spend money on some security. So I think it's better to cancel the mining in Gabon because it will cost us a lot of money and it is not sure if we're getting the money back.
Okay. Yeah, so I can hear that we have a lot of divided opinions because I am against, but you are not against. But I want to ask you, do you have any insurance? Can you insure how many people are diseased right now?
Right now, last year in 2018, there are, I think, 150,000 people will be affected by a disease.
And all from oil companies or?
No, from Gabon.
Only in Gabon.
Only
Okay.
in Gabon.
So you don't know the number of oil companies?
No, I don't know.
No? Okay.
But in Gabon there are 50,000 people. I think at least 30% are they have.
Yeah, 30% from oil companies. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I can keep that in mind.
Yeah, I want to ask you something. You are talking about the risk if we transport oil.
Yes.
But we won't be transporting oil because we will transport copper and basalt, coltan and if possible diamonds. What are the risks of transporting those elements?
Okay, so those aren't really risky, but yeah, that I could find when we are transporting oil via trucks, because we will do that in a way, and yeah, you can see them on the highway trucks with a lot of oil, and what I just said, oil is flammable, and
but if we just don't do oil, if we just stick to just the copper, the basalt, the coltan, and maybe diamonds, if we do just that, then we don't do oil. Is that possible?
Our negotiations with ATZ are about oil in Gabon, so
Yes.
I don't know if we can change the.
yeah, because we have a deal right now
With oil.
about oil and not
Only
about the
oil.
copper right now.
Oh,
So I think it's not necessary to talk about that, but
And you just said that the diamonds were a bit of a risk because there's not very sure if there are enough diamonds. So I think we could better use the oil because we know that there is oil available if we're going to mine.
yes.
I think oil will be,
But if oil is too risky, we maybe can negotiate a new deal, or just
Yeah,
Or
it's
diamonds.
possible.
Maybe in the future we can do it with diamonds.
but he asked us to work a deal out with oil
With oil,
and not
yes.
with other resources. So I guess we should try to make a deal right now, and if we can't, then we can look at other resources, right?
But what kind of deal are you thinking about on just the oil deal?
For now, just the oil deal, and then
Maybe in
one
the
is.
future we can do it with diamonds.
Yeah.
But for now it's only oil.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, so in my opinion, I think that we shouldn't go for the deal with ATZ because the exploitation risks might be okay, but the health risks, in my opinion, are not good enough because I don't think it will be very healthy to get stung by a mosquito or anything.
Yes.
It will be very difficult for us to
It's
control.
very easy to be stick by a mosquito.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
but is there a bigger risk in Gabon than in other countries where we already
Uh,
work?
it's
Because
most
we
countries
are,
of
we are
Africa.
already mining in Africa.
Yeah.
So is there a bigger risk in Gabon for some reason than in neighbors, neighborhood
I
countries?
think it's the same risk.
So there isn't an extra risk because we are already
Yes,
mining.
in general, it's this.
Okay.
Not only Gabon.
Alright.
Okay, but did I hear you correct? You are for transporting oil, or are you against? What was your opinion about
My
that?
opinion about that was it's possible,
It's possible.
but you have to take precautionary measures.
Yeah, I think you also need
For
to
example,
solve these problems right now. So we have to.
for example, you can have long sleeves for the mosquitoes. That's
or a vaccine, you know,
yes, that
something like that.
or that's for example a solution. But in Gabon is very hot, so a long sleeve is not.
Yeah, that's not very.
It's not.
It doesn't fit in that country.
Yes. So this
Joe, I want to ask you, could you repeat for me why it is a problem that it's flammable? Because the explosion risk, or what was it?
Yeah, you can hear that in when oil is flammable, but yeah, it has been in the news also lately. But yeah, oil is well known that it
Yes,
can be flammable. Yeah.
But the
But-
problem is that the trucks can explode or get on fire.
Yes, by example, and yeah, people that work at oil companies transport the oil in trucks. So
Yeah.
even if when it explodes, yeah, we can get casualties.
Yes, that is of course true, but is it the roads that are bad or something? Because we transport oil all over Europe
Yeah.
and Northern
Yeah,
America.
yeah, that could be
So-
possible. And also nowadays in traffic,
transport by what?
truck.
But true.
But nowadays in traffic, we have a lot. Yeah, there are a lot of problems in the traffic.
Yeah.
Every day you hear some crashes on the road. So
Yes, but that's true. But is it a bigger risk that we drive trucks in Gabon than, for example, in Poland or in Germany is? Is it because the roads are worse, or what's the bigger risk in Gabon?
There are just a few transport services, and they are not very reliable. So the
No, but
roads
if
are
we
not-
send our own trucks,
Yeah, I think the
is
infrastructure in
it such a
Gabon.
big risk because there is something like the roads that are bad. The
Yeah, the
trucks
roads
fall
in
over.
Gabon
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
no, I
for
understand
the
you.
infrastructure is not very good in Gabon.
Yeah, but is it really worse than in countries we already work in?
Well, it's a bit of a risk because when there's going something wrong, when the oil let the cars explode because it's flammable, then we have some extra costs to make, and maybe people die.
Yeah, I can see that, but I think if you can drive trucks all over Western Africa, then why can't we do it in Gabon?
Yeah, it's just the infrastructure is not very secure, and I think that's still a point to discuss because we can have a meeting with ATC about the infrastructure in Gabon, but I'm not very sure about yeah, driving the oil in trucks.
You say you're not really sure about driving it in trucks. You have another transportation model you think can work?
Well, yeah.
By boat?
By boat,
Maybe.
But then you have the problem you get them to
Maybe
near.
a plane, but like a plane maybe.
Because Gabon directs itself at the sea. It doesn't lay in the middle of Africa. It's yeah,
Yeah, I noticed it.
on the western side of Africa. So yeah, maybe by boat, but by plane, yeah.
But then you
Don't
need
think so.
the mining spot near the sea, because if you are going to mine in the middle of Gabon, you have to transport it to a dock near the
Yeah.
sea. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
also
right.
a problem.
That's correct.
Yeah, okay.
So okay, so we can maybe discuss this with ATC, but yeah, for now it's
You think it's too risky?
it's too risky right now.
Yeah, and also the oil market at its current state is too volatile, so we don't know what will happen in the
Yeah, it's
upcoming
volatile,
year.
yes.
So we might just stay with diamonds and cobalt in the countries where we are right now.
Yes, we can ask ATC about the subject, and maybe they have some solutions. So we can ask them eventually.
And you had something about a weak demand in Europe for oil?
Yeah, there will be less demand in Europe in the upcoming year. That's what our experts have analyzed due to, I don't know how, but they have found that there will be less demand from Europe and developed Asian countries, and also India, Argentina and Brazil, and those are the major oil buying countries.
Yeah, then I also think it's not very smart if we continue the mining to oil, because when there is a weaker demand, we will make less profit because we will sell less oil.
Yeah, and prices will go down.
Yeah, and it will cost us a lot of money, so I think we could better use that money to invest in some other things like the diamonds you said.
Yes. Or gas.
Okay. But if you mine the diamonds, you still have the problem about the currency that isn't very stable.
Yeah, that's right. That's also
Yeah, it's
a
also
big
a big
problem.
problem.
Yeah.
But isn't there an option that we just can pay in, for example, dollars?
Yeah, that could maybe be a solution, but one, I don't know what they have to do with the dollars. I mean, I don't know what they're going to invest.
Yeah, but it isn't state-owned company, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe we just can give them the dollars, and they will transfer to their own currency.
Yeah, maybe they can.
Yeah, that may be a better solution, but
Yeah, maybe the state can discuss this with Gabon,
Yeah.
but I think we as a company do not have.
Yeah, but if they want to make a contract, I think we should do it in dollars, because I think their own money, if that is so volatile, I don't think it's very smart of us. If, for example, the price extremely rises or something, we pay so much more, and that will cost us a lot of money.
Yeah, I also think maybe it's better to give them the dollars, because when their own currency is fluctuating, they can use the dollars to buy products in other countries and that kind of stuff, so they don't have to pay high prices for their own products in their own country.
Yeah.
And I think the dollar is more steady than the value of the money in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
okay. Do you know the currencies in Gabon from the money?
I'm not very sure what
No?
it's called.
Okay.
It's very full of the oil.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we have to look at that also, but we have some time, so
And
we are good.
another question for you, Jasper. You said the
Demand.
demand of the oil will decrease, right?
Yes.
But is it really so much decrease that we just can sell it, or just at a lower price? But because if we can sell it at a lower price, we maybe just can make some money.
Yeah, the expectations are that there will be 1 million less barrels sold a day in 2019 compared to the last year. And maybe if the price goes down, the demand goes up, but I don't know about that.
1 million is a lot.
Yeah,
So
1 million
that's
is
a lot.
1 million a day is.
But it's 1 million a day, but how much is sold? Do you know that?
I don't know the exact number.
No. Yeah.
I think we can better invest in something that is going up right now.
Yeah,
Because
also
if we are if we are on time, maybe we can sell it for more than the oil right now.
Yeah, because oil in recent years is literally going up, down, up, down. Yeah, very volatile, but
It's a risk.
yeah, it's a very big risk. So, yeah.
So, does anyone still have a question about something?
No, it's for me it's clear.
It's clear.
In my opinion, we shouldn't continue the negotiations with ATZ because the risks are just too high. The exploitation risks may be okay, and the health also okay, but the security, the economic situation, and the financial risk are just too high, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
What kind of deal you think we should close with them then?
Uh,
Something that
we
they will improve the infrastructure.
Yeah, if they can ensure our health, the security, and the transport of the vehicles with oil, then there might be some potential. But at the moment, I don't think it's a good deal.
Is it a good deal or is it?
No, is it?
Yeah.
Is it? No. Yeah, because right now I'm against, Jasper's against, and Dangelo's against. So yeah, and I'm still with my opinion that we
Yeah.
shouldn't do it.
But if they can assure us the transport and the other thing was?
The
Yeah.
financial risk.
Yeah, but we have to talk to them because
Yes,
Yeah,
but then
there's
now
a lot
we,
of
we
I
Yeah,
first
know
want to
what-
hear them what they have
Yeah.
to say because
Yes, but I want to think what we want. What do we want from them?
Yeah, better.
Is it a better infrastructure?
Yeah,
And
better-
if they have a better infrastructure, we close the deal.
Yeah, and health insurance, transport insurance, just some guarantees that we are safe.
a
that's
new
not-
and a better way to transport the oil to foreign countries. So that's the main thing for me because fires and explosions, what I just mentioned, that can happen, but unfortunately it happens too often. So that cannot be avoided so easily. So I think only the transportation risks we can do something about that.
I also want to add something. If we're going to work with ATC and they will change the infrastructure and that sort of things, I also think they maybe can give us some money, so we don't have to pay all things ourselves. And if we make profit, we can give them a part of the profit we make.
Yeah, that might be a good deal.
Dus if they give money to us to make the infrastructure better, we can go with ETZ.
Yeah, that might be a good solution because
For now, I think. It's
And
going
how
to-
much do you want to give to ETZ if
maybe a percentage or something like 10% or
yeah, 10%, 15%,
That's
something
of the
like
profit,
that.
not
Yeah,
Right.
for profit.
just
Yes.
a profit. Yeah, that might be a good deal. I think.
Yeah.
But we really have to talk about that.
Yeah.
So,
Still a lot of to negotiate
Yeah.
with ATZ.
but for how many weeks do we have left until we talk with them again?
I thought it was 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, because I think we need another meeting. Or don't we?
Yeah,
I think we need a meeting with
where we just-
ATC.
Gather
Yeah,
some
just
more
for ATC.
information.
Yeah, I think we should have another meeting. Just get just a list with what we want really.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
just can give that to them, and they can respond to that.
And
Instead
then
of that,
can
we
discuss
just
what we're going to do.
Yes. Yeah, but I think maybe we can ask some of our other colleagues about this subject, but
and maybe we can close a deal with other oil companies that we together we improve the infrastructure.
Yeah.
yeah, that might be good. Yeah.
But for now, what are you
No.
guys thinking about? the
No, I
contract?
think it's not good to make a deal with ETZ. But what you said, if they will pay the infrastructure, if they give us some money to make the infrastructure in Gabon, maybe then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in my
I
opinion, at the moment it isn't good enough, but there is potential.
Yes.
for it to be good enough.
Yeah, I still don't agree with it, but yeah, we have to talk with them. But I think we can say right now that we
Don't accept it.
Yeah.
don't accept the
Not
deal.
at the moment, yes.
If Marnix does agree also,
Yeah, the majority speaks this.
okay. So yeah, okay. In general, we are denying it right now, and we can't talk about them in 2
But there
weeks.
is
with them.
potential.
Yes.
For maybe a new deal, yes. So I want to thank you for this conversation.
Yes. Thank you.